Alright, so, um, we're gonna replay our mid-fights. Because I feel like last night's match, we lost because we just got rolled all the way to last, and we couldn't, like, we pushed out a few times, I think. Once, maybe. But I think our mid-fights was where it really went wrong. And that's, like, mid-fights are basically Six's bread and butter, so we've got to, like, figure out where we went wrong and fix that shit. Okay, so this first one, in terms of positioning, is probably one of our worst. Just because, like, I probably should have tried taking crate instead of just running at them, but I didn't think that the soldier would be there as soon as he was. Because as you can see, you two are, like, all, like, still in this house. But their medic and soldier are, like, right here. And they're all the way out in the yard and basically fighting us already. And then Flashy's, like, about to come out. So it's like, I thought it would be easier if I had just, like, basically ran in and W'd into the demo, and, like, even if I died, Sirius, like, bombing into him too would have just wrecked him. But Pocket and Medic came out way sooner than I thought they would, and they took the crate immediately. And, like, this is, like, this crate right here basically won them the entire game. Like, because we never really had control of it, and they always had control of it. Okay, so, like, this was a mess up on, like, mine and Flashy's parts. Because I went forward, got a little bit hurt, Sirius bombed in, so I fell back to get healed up, and he went forward. But I don't think either of us saw the scout, and he's gonna, like, just basically W into our demo and kill him. But Sirius got these 2 picks over here, so we're still doing decent. Like, it could be better, it could be worse, but it's 4v4 right now, so that's winnable. Okay, so you and Baker are standing down here in the low ground. I've chased Finnegan off, so he's over here. Flashy has got them, like, stuffed into their under. I think the best thing that we could have done, and this might have even won us this mid-fight, is if you two had taken the high ground. And I don't know if, like, because Flashy calls, or calms really quietly when he does calm, so it's kind of hard to hear when he does call things. So I don't know if he actually called, like, that they were all under here or not. But that definitely should have been called, and we should have definitely taken advantage of it, because even if the scout, let's say he, like, 2-shot me or 1-shot me or whatever, and he came at you guys, like, if you had, like, Baker standing right there and you standing right there, you probably would have been able to see him coming. And you would have been able to spam, like, down there and just basically stuff them out. And that probably would have won us this, not the game, but this mid-fight in particular. And you do eventually, like, take this little house, which is why I'm wondering, like, maybe Flashy just didn't calm that they were all in there. We didn't hear the calm. But, like, you took this house, but by the time that you did, it was too late. Like, I think, like, when Finnegan ran way back here, you should have immediately jumped up here, because it would have given you sight of him and, like, a way to spam down on him. It would have given you the high ground and put our medic and everyone in a better position. And then, like, if you hopped up here and saw that they were, like, all the way back here, you probably would have jumped over here um, which is an even better position because you've got like such a better side of them than this little house. But like, yeah, like I'm basically just trading like chip damage with him right now, and we're still standing like all the way down here. So I think like we either should have aggressed or gotten out, like, because this like in between is what loses us. But like, yeah, like at least like 4 seconds ago would have been the best time to jump up here, and then jump over here. But I think I saw Flashy head in this direction, so I like moved up to engage Finnegan, but that was probably a mistake because we're about even health, but he had better DM than me, so taking a 1v1 was a bad idea. But Flashy engages him here, and I start moving forward, I think. And see, like, you're spamming down at them, but it's not a good enough position. Like, when you saw them in yard, the best thing to do would have been to try to take this crate. But now they've got it. So, from here, the best call would have been to just get out, because they have better positioning than all of us, pretty much. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing back there. Flashy's like on the low ground, because they've got that little house, and then he's got the crate. And I think the crate is a way better spot to be in than this little house. So like our medic gets hit 60. And I think like this is like when we definitely should have just gotten out, just ran for it. Because one of the things that's funny about Finnegan, but is like our medic gets hit 60, and then he immediately turns to like run at him. Like, I think especially when we get in the higher divs, that kind of like reaction is going to be what happens. Especially from a scout that thinks that they're pretty good at like dealing with soldiers, especially like gunboat soldiers. It's like he doesn't really have much to be afraid of, you know. So I'm kind of like picking at the roamer over there, and I think Flashy saw Finnegan start to move in, because he runs over this way. And this is like another spot where we fucked up, where it's like we decided to re-aggress, like me and Icy, when we should have just gotten out, because they've won. Like, they have the positioning. Once he got this crate, he won the fight. And especially when he got the rocket on our medic, he won. Like, Baker was dead, basically. But as you can see, Finnegan's just heading in a straight line for him. See, and you do knock him off the crate, but like, our medic's in danger. I'm still low health. Like, this is just a bad spot. I don't know what the fuck I was doing here. I think, like, I saw Finnegan, and I was just like, well, he's hurt a little bit, so I figured, like, Flashy'd be able to take care of him. But the way better play would have been to just turn around, and even if I had just chip damaged him, like, it would have been enough to probably kill him before he killed Baker. But the problem is, like, at the same time, the soldier's about to jump us. So even if I had killed Finnegan before he killed Baker, the soldier's... he would have bombed in and gotten us in one shot. So like I said, like, as soon as he took the high ground, that crate, this crate right here, we had lost and we should have backed out. When our medic took that rocket and we didn't back out, that was basically just saying, here, have our medic, we don't need him. Yeah. Because that happened. And, yeah, they wiped us. So next mid-fight. Okay, I'm gonna spectate. Colossus, yeah. Colossus is their pocket? Or no, he's not. Suzuki. That's strange. Wait. Huh. I'm gonna rewatch that, because that just confused the hell out of me. Okay, so let's go a little bit farther. Okay, so right now on mid, we've got Sirius, Flashy, me, and Kuch Kuch on the far right. They've got basically 5 players, and their pocket is just walking out of the building. So we're already like outnumbered. I don't know what's going on the rollouts, but every single time we're slower than them. It's like right now, you know, they play like very clumped up. Like you can see they have 5 players over here, and then they have one that watches the right side. Like the way that they played this was like they had their roamer go in, clear room, make space, and then they had their pocket come in later with the medic. Or medic actually went first, and then the pocket caught up. But like, this fight went bad for us because we've got 3 people over here fighting their entire team, 5 people basically, and then like, it's our combo got caught fighting this one scout. Like right now we have pretty decent positioning. Like, I think the only thing that I would change is probably put like Flashy, switch Flashy and Kuch Kuch maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. But like Flashy, probably put him over there with you guys. But like us 3 have this area down basically, and I think it probably would have been smarter if our combo had like rotated, and taken this shit, taken their little house or something sooner than they did. But that didn't really happen. Cause like I said, right now that scout is shutting down our pocket. You guys are just getting like stumped in here by one player. Meanwhile, we're slowly losing our positioning because we've got 5 players over here. We were just spread way too thin on this mid. And since we knew that they were rolling out every single time over here, I feel like the better play would have just been to like take this crate immediately. I feel like one of the things that we should have done is have like Sirius grab the crate and hold it, and then you come in, because that's what they tried doing pretty much every single mid. So I'm gonna die because I got wrecked, and Sirius got piped. Flashy gets out, but at this point we've lost the mid, and their team hasn't really even seen you guys because you guys got caught up on concrete, and it was just a really bad position, and really passive mid when it shouldn't have been, especially since, like I said, they got caught in yard. Like, so the better thing to do would have probably been to just like walk up our little ramp area or something, or like jump onto the bridge and then jump onto the crate, or even their little house. I know Finnegan was kind of like stopping a little bit of that, but I don't feel like I feel like if you'd just been more aggressive on him, and because it's like one scout versus a soldier and Demo there to like spam shit at him, you would have won that. I see. And we just get caught, basically. Our medic dies. 3 players get out, though. But it was kind of a bad mid. Well, it was a pretty bad mid, yeah. Okay. This mid was arguably the best for us, because we actually won it. The one that I'm playing now. We'll see. Hang on, I want to see something. So you guys are like right in here this time. That's good. Okay, so positioning wise, I tried to take the crate and I got kind of fucked, so I'm pretty sure I fall back. At this point, it probably would have been better if Icy had taken the crate. But you just kind of like stayed on concrete, and you know, this acts like a blinder, so you can't really see what any of them are doing, and that's why like this soldier gets the jump on us this time. But I feel like, because Flashy's here with you guys, I had to fall back because I'm dead basically, and Sirius is about to bomb, and I think he does get their medic, but I feel like this fight in particular would have gone way better if we had taken the high ground. Like this crate basically won them the match. Crate MVP. Like, so right here we've lost. He does get like a good bomb though, so I think that's why we stayed in. Oh no, he didn't get it. But yeah, like at that point we had lost and we should have backed out. But instead we re-aggressed, and it's gonna get like our demo killed, I'm pretty sure, because Finnegan's coming in. Oh, and it gets our medic killed. This is like a mistake that I made, because like I don't know if it was a calm thing or Baker didn't calm it until like too late. But like, watch my fucking reaction time, right? So Baker sees the scout right now. Like, he sees him. Okay, and there I am. And I was hanging back with the medic because I knew, like, Flashy was forward. Okay, so, like, Baker definitely sees him. But I'm still looking forward. And now I turn. Like, damn it, I should have timed it. But that was probably, like, at least, like, 2 or 3 seconds to react. After he got on our med. So I go in, and I get fucked because I have shit DM. And then Flashy goes in and just one-shots him, I think. Kutch goes in and gets the pack. And you're doing a good job at, like, holding this. Like, I feel like we did way better when you got up there, but then you gave it up and tried to get on the point, which is pretty questionable. So I went to get the pack because I was really hurt, and you bombed in, and did some good damage. I think you got their medic, but you die. Flashy goes in. He kills Flashy, but I got the soldier, and now it's just basically like Demo versus me. So I kind of bait the point a little bit. I didn't want to heal him or run at him because I knew he was full health, and I'm pretty sure I hit tab and saw that there was a spawner. I called that the soldier was on the point, so Sirius goes and fucks him. Demo's way too overextended and should have died, but he got a good pipe on Sirius, and I just kind of chased him out instead of really going after him. And we've won this mid. And like I said, I think like a big part of it was because Icy got on this crate and stuffed them in the bowl of sadness. Like, they couldn't walk forward, really. And when, like, we did lose our med and shit, he made, like, a really good call. Or you made. I don't even know who this shit is for anymore. But, like, you went in, you got the med, good job. And then our last one Okay. This last one is pretty bad. If I remember correctly. So, like, we get some really good early damage on the demo. But once again, like, he takes the crate immediately. And it puts us at a disadvantage. So Kuch Kuch is basically playing 3v1 over here. Meanwhile, I ran up this side for some reason. And Sirius, because I think Sirius said last time that he'd gotten, like, he needed help on this side, so I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll run this side. But I think a better thing to do would have been to do what they were doing, where it's like, Demo, Scout, and Roamer go up here, get the crate, kind of fight over it, and then Roamer goes and does whatever the fuck they want. Like, goes and holds that side or whatever. So we got them back, and they're in a bad spot. This is the one that I was talking about earlier, where, like, the soldier bombs in and gets our medic. I feel like, okay, Flashy's in a good spot. Me and Sirius are holding this side, and we're fighting Finnegan, who's alone. I think this was a good spot for him to protect our medic from this bomb that's about to happen, but it would have been even better if you had taken this crate. There is, like, a sticky up there, which might have been why you didn't, but at the same time, it's a lot harder to hit you when you have the high ground. You would have seen the soldier bombing, and that probably would have had Flashy, like, looking. But another mistake that happened is, like, when the soldier bombs in, not only do we not have any early calls because we don't have any early sight, but, like, Flashy's looking this way, so he's not really, he doesn't really see it until it's too late. But that would have been, like, way better, yeah, because that happened. When you're in this area, you're not in a sight line, but you can't see anything either, and it just ends up, you know, kind of fucking us over on this mid-fight. But at the same time, I feel like Flashy probably should have seen it from where he was standing. But this crate is just so, like, it won them the match, basically. I don't know what I did there. Like, I don't even know, like, what my thought process was. I just, like, W'd into their whole team and died. And are we gonna wipe again? I think we are. Yeah. Okay, so that was the end of that. No bueno, basically. No bueno at all.